welcome to Super Easy Recipes. Today I'll be making vegetarian wonton soup. Now wonton is a dumpling which is very popular, and for good reason. You can eat it for breakfast, lunch or dinner. It can be a dim sum dish or you can have it just as a snack. It's delicious, light and very versatile because you can make it in a batch and put them in the freezer. The dumpling is usually made with pork and prawn, but I know there's an appetite out there for vegetarian recipes using classic Chinese flavours. So I'm going to swap the meat filling with asparagus and tofu. I got a pack of tofu from my Sainsbury's local, so it's widely available. As for the wonton wrappers, I got those online from Amazon, but they'll be available at your local Oriental supermarket. The best thing about making wonton at home is that you can really experiment with the filling and create something unique. To make the vegetarian wontons, you need some ready-made wonton wrappers. For the filling, I'm using tofu, asparagus and shiitake mushrooms. For the accompanying vegetables, I'm going to use some bok choy. For the aromatics, you'll need some spring onion, ginger and garlic. You'll also need some sugar, white pepper and salt. The sauces you need are soy sauce, sesame oil and Shaoxing rice wine. Begin your preparation by soaking the mushrooms in hot water until they are soft. This usually takes about 20 minutes. In the meantime, cut your asparagus as finely as possible. In a large mixing bowl, combine the chopped asparagus with the tofu. You can use as much ingredients as you like. It depends on how many wrappers you have. Add a teaspoon of sugar to the mixture, together with a good quarter of a teaspoon of salt. Add an equal amount of white pepper, then a good tablespoon of soy sauce, and a tablespoon or two of sesame oil. Mix everything thoroughly together. The tofu I'm using is extra firm, so I'm going to use a potato masher to break it up into small mince-like pieces. When the shiitake mushrooms are soft, wring the water out and chop them as fine as possible. Add the mushrooms to the mixture and mix well. And that's the filling done for the vegetarian wonton. To make the wonton themselves, put a teaspoon of filling onto the middle of the wrapper. Use your finger to moisten the edge of the wrapper with a bit of water. Fold the wrapper in half and squeeze the air out, and press the wrapper firmly together. Hold the bottom corners of the rectangle and fold the lip over. And then bring the two corners together and stick it with a little water. To make the soup, I'm using a quarter of a vegetable stock cube, as I find a whole stock cube to be far too overpowering. Add 2 slices of ginger. Add the white part of 2 spring onions and reserve the green parts for garnishing. Also add a slightly crushed clove of garlic. Add a dash of soy sauce, sesame oil and Shaoxing wine. Also add a teaspoon of sugar, a pinch of white pepper and a pinch of salt. Allow your soup to simmer for at least 10 minutes. In the meantime, you can prepare the garnish by cutting the green parts of the spring onion as finely as possible. Also prepare your accompanying vegetables. I'm just going to break the leaves off the bok choy. After 10 or 15 minutes, fish the aromatics out of the soup and cook the bok choy for no more than 1 or 2 minutes. When they're ready, remove them with a slotted spoon and place in a serving bowl. Now you're ready to cook the vegetarian wontons. carefully place the wontons into the soup one by one to ensure they don't break or stick together. Gently stir the soup so that they don't stick to the bottom. The wontons are cooked when they start to float, which in this case took no more than 4 to 5 minutes. Remove the wonton with a slotted spoon and place in a serving bowl with your bok choy. Sprinkle over the spring onions and add a dash of sesame oil. Make sure the soup is piping hot. Pour over the vegetable wontons and serve immediately for super easy brunch, dinner or snack.